Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your daily news and update show, the WREXfast Club. Yes, it's a little late and a little earlier than it was supposed to be planned. It's been a moving target today to get on, so initially I will apologize for that. Bruce, I apologize for the randomness. To be fair, you are correct today. But anyways, we are here for the news and update show. A lot to get to because we have a big game tomorrow. As the buildup has been spectacular, everyone is billing it as a big game, so we got big game energy, and that's what we're here for, and that's why we're in League One. That's why we love our club, and that's what we're all looking forward to. And long may it continue. So excited to talk about the game a little bit too. I might even open the show up. For people to talk and have their say, because it's going to be a big one tomorrow. It is noon for me that the game's going to start, and so at 11 o'clock we'll probably go on 11:15, which is a little earlier, so we can have that good build-up stuff, and then we're going to do the watch along. Here's a schedule, and then afterwards we're doing Wrexham time game day phone in. Yes, that'll be 15 minutes afterwards. That'll be a separate show. I think Patty's going to head it up tomorrow. I'll be there too, but so we got a good lineup for tomorrow. But today we're going to talk about the build-up. We'll talk about the women's game. They lost 2-0 today, but apparently it's a good outing. Hey, listen, it's obviously, Cardiff City are spectacular. They won the treble last year. So, going in, I heard from what I read that we had a good account of ourselves, and starting a new season like that, the girls were over here in the summertime, and I watched them play, which was great. So there we go. So anyway, smash the like on the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, get involved into the chat if you can. And let's talk some football. Actually, before we talk some football, we got a couple things out of the way. First, I want to put an apology out there to our supporters, to our community. I was supposed to go on this guy's name. Sorry, I have it queued up. Chatting Blues. I was supposed to go on Friday. I was supposed to go on Saturday. And normally I don't get involved in this crap, but I more feel apologies towards our community that was going to go, waking up at all times to go, planning on being there, and I wanted to apologize. I don't know what happened. He went up and did his show this morning. I will say, I'm not sure. I communicate with this gentleman, and was very open. He said some things. Said he had some kind of emergency, couldn't make it happen, got pushed off a little bit. And I know people in our community were there to try to be a part of it. And I just want to apologize to you lot. Normally I don't get involved in that crap, but kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So you got to do what you got to do. It is what it is. I can't prove anything, but I know it's true, one of the things. So I really apologize for everyone on that tried to sync things up. Apparently, his big emergency, he was able to get his show out today. So I'm glad he did, and I hope the emergency wasn't bad. But this guy right here, it has nothing to do with me, the wife from Wrexham. This dude right here, not sure what happened, but we were supposed to be scheduled and going on, and I didn't. I just want to apologize there. Also, too, and then I'll stop and we'll get into the show, because I don't want to get into the rest of the crap. Also, too, this coincided with some things this morning. Too. I appreciate everyone being in the Discord. Also, too, and I appreciate the supporters that we do have. We build a community, and it's been really spectacular. You're not going to please everybody. And personally, for myself, we put a lot of time and energy into this. I wake up every morning. I say hello to my beautiful wife. I feed my awesome cat, Banks. And then I go and I try to put a show together for everybody. We're the only show that does a show daily for Wrexham, dedicated. So something was said this morning, and that person knows who they are, and put a new challenge in there. And I don't want to live in certain ways where it's like, hey, listen, you want to go on revenge, but I come from the Michael Jordan school of things. You say things, and I use it as motivation. So something was said this morning. So now we have a new bar to set here. For everything. So we have a new bar to set. So our goal is to get 50,001 members at some point eventually. But what we have so far, what we're building here with this community and with everyone that's involved, I really respect all of you, and I respect your time, and I respect the fact that we're here putting something special together, and I love it. It means a lot to me, and for me, I put a lot of effort into this, and I know you do too, to be a part of it too. And so does guys like Sean, Matt at Racecourse Ramble, me, the wife from Wrexham, Two Bears, all those people that put out content out there. And I respect anyone that goes and gets and does this thing. So, but for me, I just want to say we have a new goal we need to hit, 50,001. That's where we're going to be at. And I I'm going to put all to the side. It's not about revenge. It's about motivation. And so I want to thank that person this morning for the motivation. So thank you. On that note, we're going to leave that. That's parked because we got a big game tomorrow. That's my 2 seconds. I'm done. We're moving on. Welsh Techie is an absolute legend. He's becoming a YouTube member. Thank you very, very much. And then he went also and did this. Gifted 10 local pundit memberships. Absolutely my guy. Welsh Techie, thank you very, very much. And thank you to this community. And Welsh Techie, we've never met, and mostly we've never met, but I'm so impressed by everyone and their support. So thank you, man. That's really special. Thank you very, very much. And I love you. I love you all. I love you all. So thank you. I don't know. Maybe Ken. I'm not sure. He's still on the fence. We'll see about that. But anyways, Chicky Brewers in the house says, let's move on. We're moving on. We're going to move forward because we have a big game tomorrow. And I'm going to do this early. If people want to come in and have their say, because you know what? I'm feeling good today. Woke up maybe on the wrong side of the bed myself, so I'm going to put it out there. If anyone wants to come and have their say, do it. Welsh Techie, I love you, brother. I really do. Hip Karma says, who was one of the ones who was waking up at stupid o'clock at 2 o'clock in the morning to come be a part of the show. No apology from you necessary. You're not responsible for crappy people. We're here to support you in this community. Yes, we have a great community, and we have a great crossover community too with some of the other YouTubers, which is fantastic, and Welsh Techie included. And I hopefully he invites me on his show one day too. Hopefully we do. Congrats Welsh Techie on the super membership. He's an absolute legend, and nice one, says Welsh Techie. And love you too, brother. Dan Moore, good to see you, brother. And such a gent. And thank you. There you go. Chicky Brewer got a membership. Awesome. Techie, awesome. Techie says, Josh, you put hell about work in the community. Time to give some back. Thanks, my friend. That means a lot. I love you all, man. And can't wait to meet you in person. First pints on me. Thank you. 1 second. I need to turn the air on. Hold on. Oh, it's hot as balls. Okay. All right. Want to talk some football? Let's talk some football because we got a big game tomorrow coming on. Again, I did drop it in the chat. If people want to come and have their say, let's do it. And Ruth A, thank you, Welsh Techie. And Kelly got it too. All right. So tomorrow, I guess we have a big match against Birmingham, which is great. Traveling to St. Andrews, and there is the gaffer who had an interview this morning. It looks like, and there's a video interview. We're going to try to get this up in here and running. Is the internet crappy? I don't know. Let's see. There we go. All right, let's go with this going here.
Fantastic results in August, Phil, and obviously to begin September as well. A brilliant win against Shrewsbury. I think the game against Peterborough was important. No, the first away win, wasn't it? Something for you to build on going to St Andrews.
Yeah, I think the 2 away games have been good tests for us. Bolton, similar type of atmosphere to what we expect down at St Andrews, and we kind of grew into that game, grew in belief, and I want us to use that game and the Peterborough game to really believe in ourselves, because we've got good players and we're a good side, and we've got to keep showing that every single game we go into. So when the fixtures came out and we looked at the first few away games, we thought, well, that's some test for us. First 2 we've done well. Now it's up to us to go and acquit ourselves to the best of our ability down at St Andrews on Monday.
You've had some big games.
I got to tell you this right now. So remember when we talked at the beginning of the season, we talked about Parkinson and what he was going to bring to the table. He's saying that I said that we're going to grow into this league. Now, granted, I think we have performed better than we expected. But you know what? All those things are in the bag. We put it in the back pocket. We had the points on the board, and all the things that happened. And I said it even last year, going up last year and not winning, going through adversity. The year before that, getting pushed by Notts County, all those things I think are bringing us to where we are now. We have a team. We've signed 7 or 8 players, whatever it is. I don't know the exact number, but there's only one of those new players that has been in the team in the first 11, minus our best striker, Paul Mullen. And yes, JM has performed admirably and done a great job up front. What he's saying in there is like, we're starting to believe in ourselves. Now, I know, again, this is big game energy tomorrow. It's big Monday Night Football, under the lights, all the good stuff, all the gas, all of it. But I don't think we're getting ahead of ourselves. I think that we're actually preparing. I think we're actually using every little benchmark. And whatever he's saying behind the scenes is working. Listen, we can get rinsed tomorrow 5-0. Who the hell knows? But let's just take it for where we are right now. We're taking, against the Peterborough match, against the Bolton match. Look where Bolton are now. Granted, Bolton are a good side, and they will either be there or thereabouts. They have a really good team together. They have a really good team, and they have a really good history, which doesn't matter sometimes on the day. But we played them at the right time. But we learned from that match. We had to deal with a lot of adversity because they were coming at us. We didn't have the ball. We sat back. We rode our luck a little bit. We tried to break on there. Things didn't work out. We're still getting into it. The Posh match, yes. They were, we went up against them, and it was expected to be a big event. We dealt with it. We're dealing with the little stepping stones, and going into tomorrow's match, I'm not saying we're going to crush them or win or anything like that, because they're a very, very good side. They have good players. They spend some good money. But I'm saying to you, it's like using those little stepping stones, and Parkinson is doing that very well, keeping us never too high, never too low. I'll continue to say that, and just getting us to the point. It's like, okay, another game tomorrow. Play the game, not the occasion, and let's see how it goes. So I'm liking what's going on there. I see your chats in there. I will get to them, Nathan. I just want to get through Parkinson interview first, okay?
As a Wrexham manager, obviously title-winning games and things like that, but this is up there in terms of the magnitude of the game against one of the teams tipped to be the promotion favourites.
Yeah, I think it is because of the stature of Birmingham City, and obviously the spending power that they've had throughout the summer. We've had more season-defining games in terms of towards the end of the season, Boreham Wood, Notts County, Forest Green, those types of games, which were really, really defining moments in the club's history.
Love it.
But yeah, in terms of profile, going to Birmingham, both owners being from the USA, the attention the game has created, of course, it's up there.
I have not heard this interview before, I promise you, but he's basically saying exactly what I'm saying. Great minds think alike. I got to say that. But he's saying, what we're building on certain things. Last year, the FGR game, the Stockport game. Yeah, we, at the end of the season was a no miss. Didn't really matter. But he's been building this team for 3 freaking years, basically. And our core values, our core players are the ones that are stepping up. Now, granted, I will flat out say, Dobson in the middle of the park is revolutionary. I absolutely love it. But, he's been building this side and building the confidence and all these things. It never was really easy. It's never easy, and I'd rather have it not be easy, than I want us to challenge ourselves. And those challenges will get us to the next level so we can compete in the games like tomorrow. Yes, Birmingham City are a big club. They're a big club in the second city. And they have a lot of backing. They spend a lot of money. And they will be there, and they're going to feel confident going into the game tomorrow. They can score goals. They can. And we need to be prepared for that. And I believe that our core group of players has been preparing for this for several years. And I like that. And I like our chances. I'm not saying we're going to beat them handily. I like our chances. It's going to be a tough match, but this is one of those we've been building up to. And every game from here on out will be one that we're building up to. And I think John was in the chat a couple of days ago, John H. In Parky We Trust. And I think we all owe John a little bit of an apology, myself included, because I love what this guy is doing. I don't care. Dinosaur football, call it whatever you want. I love what we're doing. So I'm very, very impressed with that. And, so long may it continue. Keep going on there. And again, Welsh Techie says, thank you, Welsh Techie. Again. And people that did get their members, please thank Welsh Techie. Absolute legend. Again, the first round's on me, my friend. Maybe the second round too, Welsh Techie. Nathan Backrath. How you doing, Nathan? I love this channel. Single-handedly changed how my evenings after work go. My wife knows to give me an hour every day for Wrexham and your show. Nathan, I appreciate you. Trust me, you guys and gals out there in the community, you give more back to me than you even know. Again, it's not about me, but you guys give me so much that I can't even, I know we're having a love in, but that's fine. A little bit of a cuddle. It's all good. You guys give me just as much as I give to you. So thank you very much. And I'm so happy to do that. And where are you watching from, Nathan? I think that's the first time you've commented. Thank you to everyone in this channel, and Josh especially. Thank you. No, and the community and the contributors, they all put their time and effort into it too. Patty, Aaron, who's got better internet now, and Ken as well. Ivan, everyone that comes in, everyone that comes on the show, Big L. So thank you. Andy says, had a good feeling all week about tomorrow. Then I remember Stockport last season. I'd take a draw. Andy says you take a draw. That's fine. That's fine. Let's go and try to do what we can do. Let's go and try to win the match. I'm pull this down in a second. And Drew wants to really win on Monday. I want to win on Monday too. If you're not going to go out and try to win the match, what are we even showing up for? And tomorrow is going to be has big game energy. It really, really does. It says, Welsh Techie says, Birmingham can't win this one. They beat us. They beat us. They beat everyone. Was if they beat us, so you should win or draw. Birmingham will get pelted. All the pressure is on them. The pressure is on them. I think I kind of read that right. So basically, what I think Techie's saying. Sorry, maybe I read it too fast. If they beat us, everyone will say, so you should have beat them. Win, we draw or win, Birmingham will get pelted. All the pressure is on them. And so let's do it. Let's go out there and just do our job. That's what we need. We just need to go do our job. That's all. We focus on what we're doing. Play the game, not the occasion. Listen to Parkinson. I think tomorrow will be an unchanged 11 from the last few games we're playing. Minus the only thing that will change will probably be Andy Cannon. If he's not feeling up to it, and Rathbone will be in. I think that's might be the only change. I think we're going to go with an unchanged 11. That's what I think. Bruce McFarland, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Bruce, yes, today was a random one. So you got me today. Clean sheet and fight to grab one of those goals they have been conceding so far. Yes, they're due to get scored on, and we will be there. So let's do that. Okay. Moving on. Again, I'm talking about the big game energy stuff. Peter says, I'll be happy whatever the score is as long as they don't composure and play well. We don't lose composure and play well. Still, it'd be nice to kick their ass. Yes, I don't think that's a problem. Mary says, happy Sunday, y'all. Yeah, it's been a happy Sunday. It's been a long day today. It's up with a lot of shit. By the way, somebody on X told me today, just messaged me on X, a Blues fan did say to me, this is how we know it's real. They said, just so you know, Birmingham's a bigger club. And I wrote, and? He goes, I just want you to know that. I said, great, noted. So just wanted you all to know that Birmingham is a bigger club. They also did get relegated last year, and we're on the ascendancy, and they're on the decline. So I'm just saying. Let's see what happens. All right, moving on. Brady and Reynolds, the North American dream in English football's third tier. There he is. There's Ryan Reynolds, and there's Tom Brady. I don't know if he'll be at the game. I think I don't know if he's covering a show today. We'll see. He might be. Who the hell knows? In the red corner, Ryan Reynolds and Hollywood profile. In the blue, American football great Tom Brady and $1 billion wealth fund. Somebody give the local pundit $1 billion wealth fund. We don't need that much. This is not the League One as we know it, and I think that's what it's building up to. Sorry, there you go. Well, Techie, and they picked Wayne Rooney as the manager. It works. Yeah, there you go. They did do. You're absolutely right. Regardless of the fact, neither the Deadpool star nor the NFL's greatest is expected at St. Andrews for the first visit for Wrexham first visit to Birmingham City on Monday. It has not stopped the spotlight shining on intertwining of the two unlikeliest ownership stories in English third tier football. Of course, there's a genuine on-the-pitch intrigue of what happened when newly promoted Wrexham, with their unbeaten start, had head to the preseason promotion favorites, looking for an immediate return to the championship. Listen, Birmingham are the favorites. Please, God, let's be the underdogs. I'm totally fine with that. I am absolutely totally fine with that. It's competing jaw lines here and glasses for them too. Tom Brady looks better now than he did when he was 22 coming out. I want to know the doctor. I want the jawline doctor. He's got it. Who else has got it? Ben Affleck's got the jawline doctor. I want to know where it is. Call me up. Let me know. I want it. Or to paraphrase Rotherham's United, Stephen N says, the Real Madrid of League One against the Harlem Globetrotters. Aaron, is that your guy talking smack? The Real Madrid of League One against the Harlem Globetrotters. I guess we're the Globetrotters. That's an amazing one. How are we the Globetrotters? Unreal. Rapid growth and astronomical fees. That's another quote right there. The clubs have come from different places. Wrexham had been in the outside looking up of Football League when A-lister Reynolds and award-winning American TV actor and producer Rob McElhenney. Yeah, so there's an interesting article here. Please read it if you have time or patience. It's a long one. I will get there too, but it is being billed as a big one. I'm surprised neither one of them will be there tomorrow. Who is going to the match? And Mary, just Brady can suck it. Sincerely, Merrick. Oh man, sorry. Not a lot. Not a lot usually gets me. I got to tell you, but that one got me. Mary, well done. Well done. Oh man, Welsh Techie is going. That really got me. It's being billed as a big one now, and I love it. And I think it's great for League One football. I think it's great for everything. Long may it continue. Yes, the Premier League is the Premier League, and everyone loves it. But I've thoroughly enjoyed the lower leagues. I really have. I really enjoyed the passion, the energy. I have my thoughts. I'm going to put this here. This is the card. There is something written on this back. I will not. There's something written that hasn't been changed. But I have my thoughts, and it's right here, and I will share it with you at the end of the season. That is there. It's going to sit right there. But tomorrow, I feel like we can go in there and do our business. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. So, but let's do this. Let's do it. I have to look upon it because we work magic tricks on the pitch. Yes, we do. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. No one wants to come in to talk to me today. Honestly, Globetrotters have a winning record and known for scoring points. So, who are the generals then? And Techie is going to the game. I hope you got good seats, my guy. And hopefully Brady doesn't let air out of the game. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's really good. I'm going to put it in again. I want someone to come talk to me today. Ruth, you're savage. But if we go in there and do our business, I think we should be okay. All right, let's get to a few more things. But this is a decent article. I didn't read it. I'll read it later. I didn't read it, but go check it out. It's the build-up. So let's talk about the women's match today. Moving on, and we'll go back to the game. I'm waiting for someone to come and have their say with me, but they don't want to do it. So 2-0, Wrexham women lost to Cardiff City today. That's Rosie Hughes. Apparently, she got pulled off today and was not excited about that, from what I hear. This fantasy thing can go away. Suffered a defeat on opening day in the Premier season, as once again a spirited performance went unrewarded against the clinical Cardiff City. Wrexham were looking for the first win against the last season's treble winners on the 7th attempt, and two teams went on at level at the break, and even first half. Oh my God, we do have someone coming in. I'm going to do it right here. I'm bringing her in. Hip Karma, the one that suffered the most.
Hello.
Hi.
How are we this morning? Well, morning for you. Afternoon for you?
Just going 2:00 for me, yeah.
It is 6:59 a.m. here, so I am running around doing the morning things, but I had to come on and say hello, show some support.
Oh, support. Thank you. And you were one of the main people I wanted to apologize to. If we're going to just jump around a bit for this morning's kerfuffle. I can't prove it. I know it's true. I can't prove it. I know it's true.
It 100% is true, and it is absolutely not your fault.
Yeah.
It's not your fault that you have. Well, actually, it is entirely to your credit, though, that those of us who did come in and wait on those streams were polite.
Mm-hmm.
We interacted well with the Blues. I didn't see a whole lot of interaction with Wrexham fans on the other on the one that actually went live.
Mm-hmm.
It is not on you. You did everything in good faith, and that's all that we can do at any point.
I appreciate that. And
sorry for the morning voice, people.
No, I have it every morning. I'm gonna have it tomorrow. I have it every day. So yeah. It's unfortunate. And again, I just want to put it out there as an apology to everyone. I know it's, just that, I look at things a little differently where it's like, hey, you make a commitment, again, I have my thoughts. I'm reserved. I'm choosing my words very carefully. My boss, AKA producer, and so there you go. I had to pull back. So I had to pull back.
Do not choose the classic Italian route.
I know. I might go shave. That's my anger. I'm going to go and shave, but that's what I'll do to get back at myself. So what do you make of the match? And we were just talking about the women's game, and Techie has something up there. I know he does. We'll talk about it in a second. What do you make of the match tomorrow? How are you feeling?
I think it's going to be a good match. Look, as I said when we were on that waiting for the stream, I'm hoping for a good game.
Yeah.
Now I'm hoping for a good game and that we win.
Excuse me. Sorry. I apologize.
That's all right.
Yep. My apologies. Excuse me. Yes. I hope we win too. I hope we win. Everyone likes to do score predictions. My score prediction is I want to win. That's my only score prediction. I don't know.
Welsh Techie, did you really mean, is that I hope that's a typo, Welsh Techie.
Oh, no. He's talking about the women's game. He's talking about the women's game. A free lick. Oh, I think I would say it's probably.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm not going for figures. I just want us to win.
Mhm.
I don't care if it's dirty. I don't care if it's classy. Now, I was previously happy with the draw. Now I would really like for us to win. Simply because that's just poor behaviour. Having said that, we cannot blame the behaviour of fans on the team.
No.
But I still want us to win.
I want to win too. And again, it's going to be a tough match. I've gotten a lot of stick the last couple of days. I tell you, they've come in real. I've come in and got some stuff recently. But when you put yourself out there, it's going to happen. I get it. It is what it is. Drew's in here, wants to come and have a say. Should we let Drew in? What do you think? You want to let him in?
I think we can manage it. We can manage it.
Okay. Mickey
He's
D's
going to be politer than me, I expect. Hello.
Hi. Hey, how are
Hello.
you?
I'm doing good, man. Just drinking some tea.
Yeah. Hot tea. He's got his hat. There you go. All right. Looks great.
It looks good.
Great.
It's Jasmine.
There's Jasmine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, we got a new supporter. Hello. Hi.
Yeah, she has her own shirt too. She's not wearing it right now, but
I love it. Well, we have Hip Karma on too. What are your thoughts on the game tomorrow? What are you thinking? How are you feeling? Yeah. Kid friendly.
Are you gonna be 2-0? I'm gonna be 2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
2-0. Wow.
2-0.
Okay. Well done.
I'm 2-0.
She's 2-0.
Oh, you're 2. 4. Yeah.
Very confident.
I've asked, and we shall receive. There's more people. We have more people coming in. And Nixon. No, who is that? Sorry, who came in just now too? Nate.
Yep.
Is that Nikki D?
No, it's Nathan. Nikki D's not in.
No, I'm not as cool as Nikki D.
I always beat him, so maybe I'm cooler than him.
Yeah.
You might be.
I'm for the geeks. You don't have to be cool. I'm for the geeks. So
I'll be honest. Just turned 30. Love being a nerd. It's the best decision I ever made in my life.
That's it.
I love it. That's awesome. Well, I know Drew just popped in. He's still doing there, but Nathan, you're new to this. You're used to coming on. So what are you thinking? What are your thoughts on it? Oh, he's leaving. What are your thoughts on overall for the game tomorrow?
I expect that we're going to come out on a good front. We're going to start really well, and then it's going to kind of depend on if we can hold, because I don't think the players of Birmingham really give us a lot of respect. I know they haven't actually seen us, but that's just the feeling I get from the game. So if we can put one in the first 15, 20, maybe 30, I think we'll have them on their back heel. And then after that, it's, can we stay disciplined? Can we make something happen? And I do think we can. So that's what I kind of expect. I expect the second half to be a little bit of sweaty palms and can we hold on?
Are you? I would hope it to be a little bit easier than that, but I don't expect that. Drew, do you think we're going to go same lineup? What are your thoughts on the lineup?
I think we might bring in Ravon because I feel like there's going to be some pace that we're going to need. So he's at least going to be a sub, but I would like to see McLean in the middle and Ravon on the left. That way we have Barnett and Ravon going up the wings. And I've heard that they have a crappy defense. So if we have that, have the breakaways, I think we might be able to put a few in the net.
Really? Okay.
So I don't know if it'll happen, but that's what I want to see.
So you go with Ravon for a start, and maybe okay. I like it.
He's quick.
Oh, he's stud. Hip Karma.
That would be a good idea.
Sorry, go ahead, Nathan. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying that would be a really good idea. I think if I'm Parkinson, try and get out on them early, knock them off their stoop, get into them. Whenever there's any sport I've ever played in my life, the best way to take down someone that is supposed to be better than you, get on them quick, make them have to recover because it changes their whole mind and then they have to regroup entirely.
Well, I think we should get on the front foot too. Patty Power's in the background too. Patty, come in whenever you want. I'm going to give this one to Hip Karma real quick. If we execute our set pieces and turnovers, we should beat Birmingham. Expecting another great game from Barney. Hip Karma.
Look, I agree. I want Barney out there. I'm thinking in terms of the team, I hope Cannon is good. If not, I am totally fine with having Rathbun out there. I think one of our real strengths at this point, and it's thank you to Patty and Aaron, it's statistically proven.
Mm-hmm.
We have a better defensive line. They let goals in every game.
Yeah.
So it is very possible for us to have a 0, another clean sheet on defensively. And I think we are going to go in there and we're going to be motivated to show them that we are worth paying attention to. But yes, underestimate us before the game, but you won't afterwards.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
They haven't had one clean sheet, too.
Yeah, if we get at them, we get at them. And,
Yeah, 4.
Okay.
I forget who it was, but early in the season, they barely got by with a goal late in the game just to tie, right?
I think that was for the Walsall game.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, Walsall for sure. Andy says McLean and Dobson are key. And throw this out there to anyone. And by the way, Nathan, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
PA, baby. All right.
Land of the Amish.
That's right. We got big beards and bigger dreams.
I love it. Awesome. Bigger than Patty's?
No, Patty's got a nice scruff. I'm not going to lie.
He's got it good in there. Well, Shecky says, Marriott or Mullen to start. Thoughts? I don't know. Patty, you're coming in hot.
Marriott. Mullen's not ready yet. And he's perfectly fine for the last 20 minutes.
Yeah. And Bruce says it right there. Marriott to start Mulch. He's got to start him. I think I think he would go in an unchanged 11 that he's had. We don't know about Rathbone. We don't know about Cannon if he's fully fit, but I would probably see Rathbone in there. So, but I don't mind the Ravon thing too. But I don't mind the Ravon either. Let's see here. What else? Hip Karma. If we can't win, we got to fight like hell to draw. So defense needs to be on. I think our defense is key tomorrow. I hope we do get on the front foot, though. I hope we do.
I'd say there's very little chance we're getting out of this with a clean sheet tomorrow.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We're gonna have a full house. Sorry, but we're gonna have a full house. We're trying to keep. We got a full house coming in here.
Woohoo!
Oh wow! There's Nikki J. How are you? Awesome. How are you? Welcome in, Nick. Can you hear us?
How's it going, guys?
I'm good.
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
We're
Doing well, thank you.
Awesome. Good to have you on. Thoughts on everything tomorrow? What do you got? Oh, I think that's a dog. Nick, what do you think about tomorrow? Yeah, you.
I'm thinking 2-1 Wrexham.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I've got somebody that won't behave in the background.
That's all right.
2-1 Wrexham.
Oh, bring him on. Bring a dog on. I love it.
Yeah, I'd say 2-1 either way could be very likely tomorrow.
Yeah. Live show. I love it. Live show.
I have a question for you, Josh.
Yes, sir.
If there's going to be one change to the lineup, not counting the Andy Cannon or the Cannon part, who do you think we're going to slot in that might be different in the starting lineup if someone was to be changed?
Without injury?
Without injury, just tactically.
I could go with the Ravon thing for speed and pace to put him back a little bit, but Barney's been playing really well. I don't think he'll do it. I can go with the Ravon on the right instead of Barney, and Barney coming in late to push us back because I don't want to sit deep. I want to be on the front foot. I think maybe the Ravon thing, I kind of agree with that could happen. Drew made a good shout.
Yeah. In that scenario, I would be putting Ravon on the left, but we know we're not going to get rid of Maka.
Right.
And I would still prefer Maka for the defensive duties.
What do you think, Nathan?
No, I really do like the Ravon decision. I'm actually kind of hoping that Mullen's going to come in the second half for an extended period, maybe 30, 35 minutes, and really just take up all their energy. That's really what I'm hoping for.
What do you guys think? Anyone take it? Anyone want to take it? Go ahead.
I think what they're doing with the super sub is great. I don't think he's going to play Marriott and Mullen at the same time because he wants the big and the little. But it would be nice to see, but it's not going to happen. But I agree with Nathan. 30 minutes would be good. Maybe 35. Pull him off at 55 or 60 Marriott and just double him in. But Palmer's probably going to be in the top there with Marriott. There's just no change in that.
Nick,
and
what do you think?
Back line, I'd like to see Scar, but Owen is phenomenal. So
yeah, it could happen. He's doing great. Nick, what do you think of Marriott? Think he's got it in tomorrow to score?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's basically shown us all year that he's ready to go and move in. I think he's done a great job with Mullen being out, and I know Parkey has faith in him, and he's definitely going to start tomorrow. And I think it'll be super late if Mullen even comes in, because I think he's basically got his, Parkey's got his faith in him that he can basically take it home. So,
Patty, you probably know more. Unprofessional, professional opinion. Patty, you probably know more about Birmingham because of the stats and everything you guys did. And Guy, everyone give them a shout for the show they did the other night. What are we going to expect from Birmingham?
Pressure, but I think they're going to leave themselves open. So I would probably say a better version of Peterborough.
Really?
Yeah. They're going to be a bit faster on the attack, I would think. They should, in theory, be more clinical, but they haven't shown that. The quality of the players haven't shown that just yet. It's really important that we get that first goal and put the pressure on them.
Yes.
Because if they take that first goal and then the pressure starts coming to us, they can settle back and relax a bit more, and I think that would hurt us. If we do score that first one, they're going to be pressuring us even more because they will chase the lead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they have the quality to do it, and they're going to be very dangerous in that last 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So I kind of love the idea of Mullen being on in those, because one thing I do not want is I do not want Parkey to try and defend a lead in the last 15, 20 minutes by doing a low block, by pulling off at the attackers and just defending, because that's far too dangerous for me. I think our attacking options are how we should be defending at least. Just keep doing it, because the pressure will be on them. Now, of course, they can be a bit more defensive minded. You know what I mean? They can be a little bit more careful of when they break. But they should be in attacking formation for the entire match against Birmingham.
You talk about that, the attacking formation. Do you think AO will make a difference, Hip Karma?
I do think AO is one of our secret weapons. I really do. He has been in there and he's been consistent, and they cannot deny that. I mean, we have 4 clean sheets. They have nothing like that. One of the other things that I think is our secret weapon, and it is along the lines of what Patty was just saying, we have some brilliant super subs. We have Mullen and Fletcher sitting on the bench. I mean, how lucky are we? And these are things. Fletcher's all class. Mullen just will not stop, and he's getting better. He is not here. He's not full game worthy. We know that. For me, he's a super sub. So we have to. Yeah, you've got one misbehaving, Nikki.
No,
I have 5 dogs, and that's just 2 of them in the morning.
I was about to say that's not mine this time.
No, I'm going. I'll go mute after I finish what I'm saying. But I think we have a lot of strength, and I think we can continue to bring energy at the back end. I also agree we need to hit them hard and fast.
I agree. You have one bag dog, Hip Karma, or 5?
I have 5 dogs. One very loud, and 3 moderately loud. So I have 1 big dog and 4 medium-sized dogs.
All right, I got it. Try that. They're assistants. They're assistants. Nathaniel, let's talk about that midfield real quick. That line seems to be pretty solid. Talk about our midfield. What does Big L do here? Dobson, obviously we know what he can do. Now, if we do bring Rathbone in and Cannon's not ready, what do you see that Big L can affect the game, and Dobson for that matter?
Well, I trust Dobson. You know, it's funny. The midfield is actually the one part of the team that I really don't want to touch very much because they seem to be consistent. They seem to know how they want to do things. Elliot Lee has the opportunity, though, tomorrow afternoon to really, like, maybe make a couple decisions to do something risky, and I think he should. I think he should try to put his mark on the game as a playmaker a little bit there. But in general, I really don't want to touch the midfield. I trust them. Out of anybody in the team, I trust them the most.
Even if Rathbone goes in for Cannon, which we don't have.
Even then, because I kind of look at Cannon as he's a big energy guy. And I feel the same way about Rathbone. A lot of energy, and he's going to do better if that energy is good, and I think it will be.
Drew, what do you think? Spot on.
I hope to see Cannon. He's constantly pressing, constantly going for it. I don't see that as much of a Rathbone, but he's a similar-ish player. To see Cannon back on would be exceptional if he's fit. And then I don't think we necessarily need to bring on Ravon, but even then, like the team from last week did exceptional. So why change it? But I think with Birmingham, they're going to leak goals. So I think with the attacking that we have, I don't think we'll have an issue. But it can our defense and our midfield hold up? That's the big question.
This is probably a Patty question. I'll go to Nick first. Nick, do you know what they play as for a formation?
I do not. That might be a Patty question.
Definitely a Patty question. I was trying to go around the horn. Patty, what do they play? Do you know?
4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
they play 4 sitting. Okay, so we would outnumber the midfield. Okay, 4-2-3-1. So who's up top? Is it Jay Stansfield? Is that right?
No, May at the moment, but Stansfield hasn't really been in the team. He only came in for the cup match, so they're trying to figure out what to do, because the talk is May will be pushed out to the outside, in the tree just behind, and put Stansfield up front. But May is the one who scored in every single match, so this is your first world problems, where you buy in a striker that big and that good and valuable, and then you turn around and you say, okay, well, I got a striker scoring every match. In theory, if there's no correct position for him, then maybe he shouldn't be playing. But this is what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I agree with that 100%. And Nick, I think our secret that we played together. This is a team that's kind of trying to find a footing. Do you agree with that, or do you think there's something? Also, do you want Billy Waters back, Nick?
Well, he did score a goal yesterday, so you never know. Of course, I think it was against Halifax Town or somebody. So
yeah. But do you think there's an effect of like trying to fit all these, like what Patty was just saying, trying to fit all these players in and trying to match?
No, I think we need to stick with what works, what we know what works, and basically just ride that through until we get to some games where we can play around a little bit, because if we're going to be experimenting, we don't want to be doing it during this one. So
Stacy said she really wants Billy Waters back. She really wants him back. She's literally
recall him.
Yeah. Hip Karma, Stacy may have been getting me serious points when we get ball squad, says Alfie May. How do we shut down Alfie May? I'll just leave that out to anyone, Nathan or how do we shut him down? He's absolutely flying. What do we know? How do we shut him down?
Don't man mark him. Don't make him. Don't put one person on him, kind of like a spy. Don't do that. Play not necessarily a high line, but don't. The team should be doing it. All 4 defensive backs should be doing it together. Do not split one guy off individually.
Yeah. I wonder. Do you think we'll do you think we'll have like Cannon, or so if it's Cannon or Rathbone chasing him around? No, I mean, or you think I don't know how big he is. Does anyone know how big he is? Ralphie May?
He's pretty average.
Yeah, he's nothing special height wise.
Let me look. Alfie May.
Well, it's a bit. It's not a good comparison, but think of Langstaff. You know, he was banging goals in every other match, and he came and played us and got nothing. You cut out the line in front of him and stop him getting the service. So yeah, I get what you're saying is don't man mark him, don't let him pull our defense out of shape, and just move up and defend getting the ball towards him. And everybody has to have an eye on him. They have to know where he is for when the danger actually comes. But until the danger comes, let him move around, let him try and pull you, and everybody has to be ready to mark him when necessary.
It's the idea that if you man mark him, you're going to be pulling everybody all over the place, and people are going to constantly be having to fill gaps. And I would much rather see everybody have their eye and their head up, paying attention to what's going on.
Yeah,
look, I agree with that. I think it comes back to Parky's philosophy of play our game. We play our game. Do not play their game, because if we start running around the field after him, we're playing their game. No.
I think that's our. By the way, I actually think that's our secret weapon. I think that from the mentality space, like I don't know how we're doing it. I think that in his interview he just had there, I don't know what he's saying in the background, but we have good focus. If we keep our focus, we'll be okay. Mary says, I'm relying on Rathbone and Lee to shine in this game attacking wise. And 1.75, I don't know what that is in American, so I'm going to add that out. I don't know.
That is
5'9".
about 8'9".
It's 5'9". I'm 175, so
yeah, he's 5'9".
Okay, he's 5'9".
Stace, you gorgeous woman, sending you love.
I don't know.
Earlier, the question came up about AO and could he be our secret weapon? Well, this is where he could be our secret weapon, because if we keep our defensive positions together and stop them running into the box with the ball, which is their game. Their game is passing. This new modern style of pass through the defenders, pass through the lines, and someone get on the end of the ball. If we stay strong in our formation and keep that tight, they will have to shoot. Now, of course, they have the talent to shoot the same way we do. We can shoot from outside the box too, but that's where AO steps in. Because if we hold our defense and we make them take shots from range, we trust AO to get on the end of it. And that's exactly what he's good at. Rather than getting crosses into the box and worrying about, is he going to come out and grab it early? Is he going to stay on his line, which I think he does too often in those situations. But from a distance, absolutely, he's a fantastic shot stopper.
Who else is Nick or Drew or anyone at the bottom there? Who else is their Who else is scoring for them? Because I'm looking at 4 appearances, 4 goals, 1 assist for Alfie May. Who else is banging in the goals for them?
No one. Well, the one. I think there's 4 players all on 1 goal each, if I remember correctly. I can check now.
Okay.
Well, from their perspective, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Having a spread out offensive team is a good thing, but at the same time, at least for us defensively, that means that we don't have one person to hone in on, and I'm not opposed to that. I kind of want to play them as a team. I don't want to play one player up there.
Okay, I have it here. There is
the
4 goals.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
In the Wickham one, it was Alfie May, Luke Harris, and Williamson.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was a 3-2 just like us. For the EFL Cup, that doesn't matter. For the Leyton Orient game, it was Anderson and May. So May's their big one, but I think they're using a lot of their midfielders too. So
I think Patty's point about passing through is really important. That I do agree with Patty. I think that's where they're trying to get it, and that's why their goals aren't so concentrated on one player.
Yeah.
They keep
right too.
I'll pass this one. If we play the ball like we've been filling spaces, we kept them at bay, especially Ollie's impressive off the ball spacing recently and continuous hard work in filling in those spaces. Nick, you think that Ollie Palmer, that is, can affect and put himself about on the back line to create space for JM and so we can get Dobson to feed him through?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's been doing a really good job at that this year, and I don't know. He seems to have really just stepped it up since the level he was playing at last year, and surprised a lot of us because we all kind of thought he might have leveled out. But if he keeps that up this game, I think we have a good chance. So maybe a few accidental flick-ons to JM.
Yeah,
why not?
I think. I think there's absolutely nothing special we need to do against Birmingham except do our standard well.
Yeah.
Because breaking up the wings quickly, getting the pass straight up the wings and getting on the end of it and getting crosses in is exactly how we break them down. And we hunt in packs. So we see that ball going up the wing, they're gone. They're on the drive to get into the box. The other side recently that I've been really happy with is when driving up the wings, if they're cutting out the wing, they've just cut in. They've just cut straight in for the box. And that's a relatively new thing. That as a regular, of course, it's happened before, but I'm seeing it much more regularly, having a choice. Either I'm going the wing or I'm cutting in. And cutting in has made them really, really nervous and has led to some really good goals for us as well. So I think we need to continue to do that, have a mix, and that gives us two different aspects on the game there. And getting the ball to Ollie, exactly the same as usual. If we start playing it around the back and they press us too high, you go straight over them as usual. You get that long pass up the wing again, go straight over them, bypass the midfield and chase it. Off you go.
Also, too, by Ethan Laird, he came from Manchester United. He is not available tomorrow. He is not available, which is good. So that's good. Evening, Jake Roberts. How are you? I got one, Kelly, going to go for hip karma, and then I got one lined up for you, Nathan, after this. Dobson strikes me as a very smart footballer, hip karma. He played at least one season with Alfie May at Charlton. He should have some ideas how to handle him. You got that one, hip karma?
That is a brilliant point, Kelly, and I love it. And that kind of insight will make a huge difference because he can bring practical, real-world examples into his headspace and philosophy. Love it. It will contribute also to the general level of confidence. Now, I really noticed a few days ago when we were doing pre-match interviews, and I can't remember who it was. Was it Owen O'Connell? I can't remember who it was. But his whole demeanour, their whole approach of, yeah, you guys are really excited, but this is just another game for us. Yep. This is just a game. And I loved that. I loved that philosophy. It's like, as you say, Josh, not too high, not too low. They're just going, it's a game. You guys are all excited about it being Birmingham and Tom Brady and whatnot, but for us, it's now. And I think that feeding into the just amazing team cohesion and group culture that they have is another one of our superpowers.
Yeah, secret weapon.
Because it is. They do not have the cohesion we have. And that interesting additional information about Alfie, Kelly, that Dobson will have, will just add to that. It really will.
Really well, too. Hi, Vincente. Good to see you. Awesome. Nathan, you want to take that one on and maybe pass this one to you as well about the leaky defense? How do we exploit that for me? And then go around hard on that.
Well, I did not know that about Dobson. I think that's actually really critical. Hip karma kind of hit all the very important points, but it is crucial because when it comes to being a professional athlete at that level, being able to make split-second decisions is vital. So if Dobson's in the midfield as a holding midfielder and he knows, okay, that ball's up over on the right side, I know that Alfie May's going to act this way, he can make a change without having to have this long explanation with anybody and actually make a difference right there at the top of the line. So I really do think that's important. I didn't know that, and I think that might be one of the most important points going into this game. That's a really, really good. That's a lot of important information to bring forward.
Yeah, it's really good. Nick, you got that? And now Pat, I'll give this one to you too. How do we exploit their leaky defense?
I think if basically if Barney can have a good game and keep having those crosses in like he's been doing, that and JM and Ollie can have a good game, that we're basically gonna have a really good shot at beating them, because when everybody is actually running at top form and our defense is holding tight, it's really hard to beat us. So I'm feeling positive.
How do you think? Do you think we're going to have to withstand like an onslaught? I know we're going to watch the game tomorrow, which is great. We'll be on early, by the way. Patty, myself, and I think Ken will be on. We'll be on early to get to for the pregame for sure. You think that? I don't know, man. You think we're going to have to withstand like an onslaught from them, or you think we can go out on the front foot?
Yes, we will. But lately, if I mentioned on the stat show, our average time for scoring our first goal is extremely low this season.
12 minutes.
We are getting, something like that.
Yeah.
We're getting in really quick, and we're taking people down. So, it's a simple fact that we have to sustain that onslaught. Their attack is one of the best in the league. Simple as that. With the amount they've paid for their players, the strength of their players, it is the best. But for all the money they've spent, they're leaky in defense, and they don't have a good goalie.
Their goalie is Ryan Alsop, or is it the other kid? Peacock.
Peacock thingy, double barrel.
Yeah,
there is talk as to whether they should sub in Alsop instead. That it's time to put Alsop in instead of him.
Okay. Yep.
So that'll be very interesting, because both things I think are positive for us. In that if they keep him, he's not on great form. In general, he's not a great keeper. But if you swap out and put in Alsop, he hasn't been playing.
No, he hasn't.
So I would prefer they leave the keeper they have, because we know he's leaky. We know he's not great, and he has conceded in every single match. So I would prefer him to stay than even Alsop. But look, if you're putting in your second keeper, that's not great either in a pressure match. You know what I mean? So
Monday Night Football. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big E gives a big shout out to Patty and Aaron. Good job on the stat show. He really loved it too. Yeah, they did a great job. More to come for that too. They're going to build that out. They love it. I know it's a lot of fun for everybody. Jake Roberts says, "Are we sure that Cannon isn't starting?" Sounded like Parkey was saying he's got more time to heal. Almost. We're not sure he's not starting. I would venture to think that Rathbone's in there, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
I think Rathbone is showing the same signs as I saw in Marriott, that his touch is amazing, his composure is fantastic, and I almost would put Rathbone in front of Cannon if I had my choice, because this for me is the type of match where you want to be perfectly comfortable on the ball, with these top players around you. Trying to steal it off you. The way in the last match when he was on, the way he was turning back and forward 3 times right in front of players, trying to steal the ball from him, and he did not care one little bit. It was as easy as if he was playing against me or my kids, So that sort of composure from coming from a higher level, the same thing you have with Fletcher. You look at Fletcher when he has the ball and what he's trying to do. It's like he's playing against kids.
Yeah,
doesn't always work, but you can just see he's comfortable playing at that level, and certainly has played higher. So I think Rathbone is going to take that position at some point.
I think so.
And Cannon maybe more attacking at the moment. I haven't seen enough from Rathbone in attacking really. But he has to have it, because Parkey tried him up the front for that first match just to get him on the pitch.
Second striker, sure.
Yeah.
Dan Morris says he's beautiful on the ball. He says he's beautiful on the ball. And Drew had to go because he got the man flu. So there you go. Nathan and Hip Karma, I got these two here for you guys. Their fans think we're not at all that technical. They look great. They look like a great team. Each player is worth £1 million plus. We're lucky to be playing them in this early before they gel. So we get a chance.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's not bad there too. By the way, they have Stansfield at $3.5 million. Hip Karma or Nathan. I don't know either one.
Go ahead, Hip Karma.
Nathan. No, go Nathan.
It's just for me. It's this. I hate when a big price tag is attached to someone because that to me does not mean that they're good. Like they're good, but that does not mean talent. They have done things that have made them valuable, but in this game, that does not mean that they're guaranteed to do anything. There's like maybe 5 or 6 people ever where like they're in the game and I know exactly what they're going to do across all sports, including sadly the owner, Tom Brady. Like I just don't care about the money aspect of things. I want to see what they've done on the field. And when it comes to this season, Birmingham have spread things out. There's not one individual in that team that is absolutely killing anybody. So I'm not trying to be cocky or anything, but I'm not necessarily afraid of them. I think what Hip Karma said earlier about just us playing our game is super important because I think while they may be worth more money, we are just as talented because our team plays together way better. Just my opinion, but that's how I think.
Preach, Nathan. I totally agree with what you're saying there. I really do. I mean, let's look at when we first got Miles. What was he worth back then? And look at him. And that's right. And look at Maxi. We have such talent, and we have talent that is committed to the team and to each other. And that is so important. They have high value individual players. I don't know that they have the Parky dickhead rule. They have high value individual players, and there could be, I don't know, you gentlemen will have to tell me more about this, but there could be a bit of showboating going on or whatever, and trying to do their own thing. They're not gelled yet. I will go back to that. They are not gelled yet. We are a team who considers themselves a lot like a community and a bit of a family who will do and go further for each other.
Yeah.
May is their Mullen, and looking at it so far, the team is playing to get the ball to May, and he's scoring. He's an excellent player, and it's working well, and they're efficient at playing the ball and getting to him. Now, I have a slight potential hot take here for some people. I think the rest of the team, play better when Mullen is not on the pitch.
Yes.
Simply because they take it upon themselves to find the best route. And if that route is them taking the shot themselves, they'll take it. Now, we haven't seen this season, obviously, with Mull. So, like, there's a caveat to this. But last season, when Mullen is on the pitch, if we couldn't get the ball to Mullen, sometimes we didn't do very much. So I hope that doesn't happen when we eventually switch back to Mullen instead of Marriott. I want to keep the elements of everybody in the team can find that correct position. And if you see it, take it. Take the shot, take the pass, whatever. We, as a whole, are better than just Mullen. And sometimes when he's on, we play straight to him. Now, that still doesn't negate the fact that if we play that way every single match and only play to Mullen, we could still, as a whole team, get better results. So I'm not discounting that either. It's just that sometimes individual performances are not as good when Mullen is on because the target is get to him.
Right. You look at that, even like with PSG, you know, they're playing really well without having Mbappe there because then I was looking for him. So that all makes sense. And by the way, Robertson, so I agree with that. I do. Robert Calvin says he just joined. He says Mullis is the man. Mullis is great, but there's some shout to that too. You can have a solid golden knife, says Walsh Techie, and forks, but if you don't know how to use them, you end up using your hands and a spork. Expensive players don't necessarily make a winning team. I agree with that. Nathan, you want to add to that? or not. Nathan?
Oh, sorry. No, I think what Patty was saying is really important because when we watched the Peterborough game, we saw how the offense changes when Mullen comes into the game because Mullen had at least 3 or 4 really strong chances against them. And I really liked that. That was really awesome. It was good to see. It felt like the offense was moving really well. But at the same time, I do think the other guys step up more. I actually expect Ollie Palmer to have a chance in this game tomorrow afternoon. I actually think he might be a dark horse for sneaking in a goal because just as we are talking about who's important to us, Birmingham's also talking about who's important for them to watch. And Ollie Palmer is not the person that they're paying attention to. He's the guy who's heading the ball to the guys that they're worried about. So I'm kind of curious to see if he might not come out of that game and have something on his foot.
Mm-hmm. Hip Karma? Ooh, you might be dealing with the dog.
I'm sorry. Organizing breakfast for dogs.
That's okay. That's okay. Live show. It's all good.
Live show. Just listening at the moment. I was reading Michael Hillier's comment as well, and that's an off-topic subject that I would love to have a discussion on later.
Okay. You want to have your quick say? I mean, hey,
No. Keep going, gents. I will sort these puppers. I will wave when I am available again.
All right, we'll keep going there. Bolton for me, by the way. Bolton for me. I love Hip Karma. She's amazing. Marion does great, but Palmer Lee makes the other teams quick. Robert, I'm gonna push back on Robert, and I know you guys, and I think Nick might have just popped up for a second too. So I think it's just 3. Listen, you cannot bench JM. JM is a Golden Boot winner. He's a good player, and yes, Mullen is awesome, but JM is on fire right now at this moment. We cannot discount that. I know Mullen's awesome. It's a fucking goal he scored the other day. Sorry for swearing, but you can't sit him. You just can't. He'd actually ruin the dressing room probably more than anything else, in my opinion, if he did. If that's what I think. So I could be wrong. I don't know. You guys take it.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's also funny how when you listen to the other podcasters, and this has happened with a couple of different teams now. They mentioned that they're quite scared of Marriott, how good a player he is.
It's great. I agree. Go ahead. Sorry.
Do you think there's a formation that Marriott might do better in than the one he's currently in under Parkinson?
4-4-2? Which he won't do. He won't do it.
Probably, but I think what's helping Marriott is that we are playing along the ground more. It's not always crossing into the box. We've been running into the box much more lately and aiming to get that pass off to the open space. So I think that's the difference. We need to do that more often, and we need to add it to our tactics. Not to always run down the wing and pass it in.
I feel like, I agree with that too. Kai just says, got back from golf, so apologies if it said. But if our guys need to watch for open gaps tomorrow. Birmingham doesn't rotate and fill gaps smooth at all, and they leave openings. I think I don't know. I'll pass that on to everyone. I haven't seen them play, so I don't know. But what do you think?
I watched them once. I think his point of view is accurate. They are not as cohesive as at the back as we are. I think us having a 5-back system definitely helps a lot more. I would like to see a lot of guys coming from kind of the points of the box and diving straight into the middle. I think that will make a difference because I think that's going to confuse them a good bit. That's 3 guys that would have to pay attention to a dive across the box. So I like that. I like that attack approach.
Mm-hmm. Hip Karma, are you still with the dogs? Are you good? If not, I'll keep going. That's a result of lack of gelling in Birmingham, and it's why they keep conceding. Need to capitalize on that space. I think we're playing at a perfect time. I agree with that. And Kelly says, Patty, go ahead. Yeah, good.
Yeah, look, it is the perfect time because they're not playing well. Simple as that. Mm-hmm. And look at Bolton, same thing. There's no reason Bolton should be that far down, but they're not playing well. They've got issues with their manager, but that'll come up later. But Birmingham have a new manager who seems to be doing well. Their attack is generally working. Their passing is crisp and fluid in going forward, but their defense seems not to be gelling yet. And that for me is the harder part of the style of play they're playing. You know, you can run forward with the ball, you can play nicely in triangles, and you can push the ball forward. It's when you're reversing, when you're coming back to defend, is the much harder part of that. And they should be able to do it, but everything takes time. And they haven't swapped their full team. What got them relegated last year was changing the tactics at Christmas, bringing in the new manager, playing attacking football. And the quality of players they had, championship level players, could not change their tactics. They couldn't do it. And they got destroyed, and slowly it brought them down towards relegation. And they got complacent because they thought, oh, no matter what, we're not going to go down. We're not going to lose that much with the big heads. And then they did get relegated, and half the team are gone. And now they brought in people to try this new style. And the new young manager, who has been around a lot of the top teams, who all play this sort of style. And look, I will say though, they got lucky. The fact that they have this many points, they got lucky. And the quality of their players did what it's supposed to do. It got them their last minute goals. It kept the pressure up. They didn't give up. They didn't put their heads down, and they managed to drag out the wins. And that's enough. You go through a bad patch and you drag out the wins, so be it. Excellent for you. And that's what they've done so far. They're not great at the moment. They will be later this season, I would expect, surely, If not, they've done some really bad business.
Let them come good after tomorrow. They can come good after Tuesday, Monday. For Tuesday, great. Nikki D says, sorry about dropping out. Sorry to cut you off. Had to help out my son with something. It's his birthday tomorrow, and we're about to go eat something. Good to see you, brother, and happy to have you on. And on that bombshell, brother. Yeah, good to see you. Sorry, Shella. I didn't cut you
That's
off.
fine, yeah.
That was
basically
Nathan, why is everyone discounting Chris Davis or Davies?
I'm not.
No.
Go ahead, Patty.
I'm not discounting him. He seems to be the manager for the style of play they want, but it just takes time. This is a team that only a few months ago got relegated because they couldn't play this style of football. They dumped half the team, brought in new people to play the new style, brought in a new manager to play the new style, and it's taking them time to get up and running. And their quality of players have saved them. So I'm not discounting them, but at the moment, they're just not there yet, according to results they've had. They've gotten the points, and look, that's what a top-class team should do. They should find a way to pull that last goal, to save the day, to change a loss into a draw, to change a draw into a win. And they've done that, so fair play to them. And that's why they're going to be dangerous all the way until the extra time finishes. But for what they're trying to do, they are leaving gaps. Their defense is not standing up. Their goalkeeper is not standing up. How they have a goalkeeper this bad is beyond me with the amount of money they've spent. Why they didn't upgrade the goalkeeper to someone, of high quality, I don't know. Look, maybe he'll come good too. Once the defense comes together, maybe he'll come good once he has a good defense in front of him. So maybe it's not all his fault.
Yeah, on Tuesday he can come good. Nate, did you have something on that?
Well, no, I gotta run myself and make dinner, but I do. My last thought is, they've put a lot of money into their team, but it doesn't seem like they've put a lot of money into their defense. And the teams that are the best, the teams that are the Giants, they always put money in their defense. Their defense comes first. And I do like that about our squad. We have 7 to 8 players that can come in at any time, and they're able to play and do what Parky wants at the highest level all the time. So I would rather take that than having all these attacking options and hope that one of them can break through. Because at the end of the day, I want to beat Birmingham away, but if I steal a point away from them at home, then I've done my job.
Yep.
And I would much rather make sure that we keep a tight ship at the back because defense does win championships. That saying is not BS.
No.
So I am much happier with that route, and I don't think that Birmingham has taken that direction. They didn't at the end of last season, and they really haven't done it this year either. Because for as much as they can run around and get that goal at the end of the game to save themselves, they can also give it up. I don't want to be that guy. I want to be the guy that knows and trusts everything at the back at the end of the game. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thanks for having me on. Love your content. Never stop. I'll see you guys.
Keep coming back. All right, buddy. Talk to you later. Thank you. A preview there a debut there for everybody, which is awesome. Thanks for coming in. Go ahead. Enjoy the game tomorrow. I won't be able to watch it, says Jose. Oh my God. But Wrexham will win. Hip Karma, are you still there? Are you still there?
I am still here. I am listening, and I am still preparing meals for 5 dogs. Look, I agree. The mentality of a team that has been relegated, that has been decimated, is not a positive one. And I loved your comment earlier, Josh, when you said we are in the ascendancy and they have just been relegated. The mindset of the two teams is fundamentally different at this point. Mm-hmm. We have a settled, confident team who knows how to operate. It took time for Marriott to learn how we play and to fit into the team. And I'm sure that, and he said it himself, the time away over the summer at Vegas with the boys and the preseason, it really helped him gel. And look at what that's doing. You've got to allow time for people to integrate. It doesn't matter how good they are. You can't just drop. They're not robots. We're not robots. You can't just drop someone in and say, go be awesome. Be awesome now, on demand. It doesn't happen that way.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. And that's part of our strength at the moment. And that's why I said on the stat show, Patty, that I am really glad we're facing them now. And in the second half, we will face them early in the second half as well. Get it done. Whatever the outcome is in the second half, particularly, get in there, get it done, move on. Because this is a campaign, this is a war, this is simply one battle in it.
Yeah, it's not a title decider tomorrow. It's a big game, but it's not a title decider too. And by the way, not a title. Well said, Hip Karma, as you always have so eloquently put great things. Forever Blue is in the house. How you doing?
Yes.
Good to see you. Yeah.
I like this question.
You want to read it out, or you want to?
Okay, so Forever Blue, I'm a Birmingham fan. We look nervous at home, especially in front of a full house. Even Reading should have beaten us. Now, I have a further question on this, in that on one of the other podcasts, the question was asked, how will Wrexham be affected by the full house? Now, rumours are we didn't get as many tickets as some of the other teams have for the away tickets. They restricted us down to the minimum level. Which I mentioned as well. I agree with. I have no problem with that, because they could fill it themselves. I would disagree if they couldn't fill it and they didn't give the extra tickets. That I don't like. But considering they can fill it, that's fair. Fill it with your own fans. Try and make as much noise as you can. Obviously, it's a huge stadium in comparison to kind of what we've been used to. But we're used to having full crowds at home. Mm-hmm. Now, our stadium might not be as big, but we have had it on every side. And even in the bigger clubs, Bolton and Peterborough, you could hear our fans no matter what. Mm-hmm. So it will be really interesting, but I don't think that we'll be worried or it'll hurt our team in any way, the idea of the 13th man. Look, mm-hmm. I think the 13th man can very well boost your team.
12th?
12th man, sorry. Yeah. The 12th man.
Don't make me correct. I do not want to be the smart one. Do not make you that. I love it.
Yeah. So it can certainly boost your team. Your fans get behind you, give all the noise and get behind you. Excellent. Yes. It's the extra man for you. I don't think it'll push us down. Mm-hmm. Because our fans are used to that idea, and they're used to singing in the away end as well. So, look, it is an away match. And last season, we weren't amazing away. But I don't think that's because of the fans.
Yeah.
Now, okay, fair enough. We didn't have a big stadium either. So, look, that's just my opinion on it.
Well, I think it's definitely going to be an occasion. But
Yeah.
as long as we treat it as an occasion as fans, because that's what we're supposed to do, the players treat it as a game. Awesome. I'm good. And Ken, who just called me because he knew we were live, like just totally just
did not know.
Did not.
Then,
I mean, put your alerts on, dude. What the hell?
I just got out of bed.
The other thing I do want to mention there as well, though, is yes, we'll treat it like any other game, but if you go back through the history, we have a habit of raising our game for the biggest games. Whether that worries the actual players or the team, we happen to raise our game in the big games. So you make your noise, you have your 30,000 fans. It's that I think that's good for us.
I agree. I have to just take this on. Thank you, Kelly, for the super chat, for being the smart one, which will never happen again. Like never happen again. I love you, Kelly. I love it. I love her thumbnail too. It's that smile. I'm like is infectious. Awesome. And Ken's in the house. Ken 4, how are you? Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Go ahead, Ken. Well, I know you just woke up. Probably, I mean, what day is it? Like, is it Friday for you?
No, it's Monday, mate. We're in the future. Hip Karma and I in the future. Yeah. Morning, everybody.
Yeah, morning. There you go. Yeah, you probably haven't heard the show at all.
I have not heard the show at all. I spent my last 15 minutes to 30 minutes catching up on the Discord. And we're coming for you. That's all I got to say.
How dare they blow us off? How dare they blow us off?
Don't they know who you are?
I'm the guy at the back. I'm the other guy. By the way, Hip Matt, what's going on this right here, Patty and Ken, have your say. By the way, lots of tickets surfacing for resale as the occasion of the game didn't compute with those that had hard work on Tuesday. Yeah, that's fucked. Yeah, that's fucked. Yeah. Ken, what do you make about us getting blown off by the other guy? I'm kidding.
Have we got an explicit warning on this show yet or not?
No.
No. But you want to hear? I'll just beep, beep.
Yeah. So you can imagine where I'd go with that because for anybody, I'm sure all you guys do realize out there, but the few of you that don't, the amount of work that goes into chasing up people to organise them to come on show, trying to coordinate times, going back and forth, lining things up, like James from Reading Away FC. It took 3 or 4 days and a really good guy. And let's just say he's a really good guy. And we won't go anywhere else with anybody else.
I know. I just feel bad for...
Because I've seen the messages that you got and kiss my proverbial.
And also, are we going to hit 50,001 subscribers?
So for those of you that don't have video, I may have just mouthed something.
Yeah. Michael Hilliard, this is a compliment. I'm going to take it as in Hip Karma. Has anyone else noticed as soon as Ken wakes up his phone, Josh, can you, it's honestly, you have no idea how much effort everyone here and Aaron puts into this, getting into the show to make it everywhere. It's there. There you go.
It's every day.
Yeah. And Hip Karma is our HR department, which is awesome. Hip
Thank you.
Yep.
Actually, what did Hip Karma say about it? Because she is always the voice of reason, and she likes to be very controlled.
She had her say.
It's in the Discord, and I said it here as well. Don't. It's not worth the low energy. Don't engage. Just focus on moving forward. Focus on the positives, and focus on what you can control.
Mm-hmm.
And that is creating an awesome community every day, where people are brave enough to come on. We had, new people on today. It was a full house.
Great.
Focus on that.
Yep.
Really, the rest of it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I'm sure there's been a shout out Oh, sorry.
No, you go. Sorry, no, you go.
I'm sure there's been a shout out to Paddy and Aaron for delving into their first big show, and well done, boys. Great effort. I'm looking forward to how this evolves into the future. I think it's going to be a really good show going down the line.
It was awesome. It really was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we're trying to put the schedule together, so Bruce doesn't get on me. Bruce, there you go. Bruce is right there. Bruce, that show is great. Bruce doesn't get on me. So schedule it up. We're working on a schedule. We'll get. If I can put up a website, I'll put up a goddamn website. It's going to be, we're working on it for sure. They did a great job. They want a live poll. I don't know how to do a poll. I have no idea. Nerds for World Unite. Exactly. Go ahead, Patty.
Talking about the stats show, has anybody mentioned the new show that we are starting on Monday?
I think I did, probably.
Did you? I wasn't here earlier, so.
Oh, go ahead. Well, you go ahead.
The Rextra show, people, after the match. I am running a call-in /chat on the match, so we'll see if we won it. But we'll have lots to talk about either way. And I believe that's hitting about a midnight start for me for that. So I have all the hours of the morning to sit down and chat about Birmingham, so it can be a long one if needed. Yeah. So join after the match, guys.
And can dumb questions be asked by confused people?
Of course.
Only if you're coming out of bed at 2:00 in the morning, like myself.
As long as you're happy for a dumbass to answer it who can't count 11 plus 1.
You did scare me at that point. I have to say, I was there getting the dogs' dinners out or breakfasts out. No, what? The what, man? Wait, have I missed something?
Yeah.
And I might, while we're throwing the exclusives out there for all you guys in the chat, get ready, because there's going to be it's not the title, it's Get to Know Your Fans Get to Know Your Fans show. So we're going to do a bit of getting to know all of our people here in the local pundit family. A bit of a Q&A one-on-one. Not a long show. It'll be a nice short, probably 15, 20-minute show. And yeah, so get ready, because I'm going to be reaching out to all of you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you want to have coffee with Ken or adult coffee with Ken, you can totally do that. Yeah, we're starting to build it out a little bit more so we can have everything. Yes, I'll always do the news and update show, the WREXfast show. But as Patty said, yeah, after the match, the Wrexham time phone-in show, which will be there. Yes, we did the post 90 last year with the Red Horde. Obviously, things are busy, so we're going to start doing that. I think it's important for us to kind of stay together. So we'll close down the live show for the live watch along, and then we'll lead you right into Patty or myself or whomever's going to do it that day, so we all can be there. We all can have our say. It's going to be a call-in show. Now, granted, it's going to be a post game. I will still do the Wrexham reaction, but that's what we're going to do. We're trying to put something together so everyone can be a part of the community and get their say. So it'll be fun stuff, and we'll make sure that we have a schedule put up at some point so I don't get my ass kicked all day about how I'm all over the place. So I understand I'm all over the place, but Eric's Big East is great, and
life happens, Josh.
Life does happen. I was happy with fans being the 13th man at Parkey, the 12th man. Laugh out loud. There you go. Absolutely. And Kelly Davidson again says, "I'm happy with dumb questions. I'm a big fan of them." She says, "There you go." And I can't do a poll because I'm on StreamYard. So anything else we missed tonight, or you want to keep going? I know we've been on for 90 minutes. Want to be respectful of people's time, but anything else we missed? Want to talk about Hip Karma, Patty, Ken? Because tomorrow it's game day.
Just that I'm really looking forward to the new shows, sounding exciting, particularly those that encourage and accept dumb questions. I'm all for that, because I will freely confess that I do not know the technical ins and outs of a duck's bum of football. So if there are some things, oh, poor Josh, I think I broke him.
No, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. I fucking love you. God damn it. It's so good.
So if there is a place where it is safe for people to ask a question and go, what was that? Or why was that given and that not given because I thought it looked the same or something like that, I am going to be really happy. Yeah. So, and I will put my hand up as the first person. Thank you, Forever Blue.
Yeah, thank you, Forever Blue. Enjoyed the show. Loved the view from the opposite. Good luck with the season one, but not tomorrow. Forever Blue, you are more than welcome to come on. That's why the show is called The Local Pundit. Yes, we are dedicated to Wrexham, but you are always welcome to come on. Just let me know, and you can come on anytime and have your say. Good luck, other than tomorrow.
And come join us on the Rextra.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Forever Blue, truly, we do. We have other people from other teams on, other fans on, and we're here we are respectful and supportive. We're a little chaotic, as you might have guessed.
Which is fun.
And I think the technical formation for the ins and outs of a duck's bum is a 4-1-4-1. Just so you know.
There you go. Sorry. As we know, David, I'll do it. David, I promise, I'll do it next time. You want me touching buttons on my phone? I love you, brother. I love you. I mean, Christ, I love you.
Right.
There's only one thing worse than that. One thing worse than that, Josh. Me touching buttons.
Me touching. Yeah. Oh my days. The ins and outs of a duck bun. Yeah, we don't want anyone touching buttons. And Robert says, how are the big signings of Birmingham doing, earning their pay? Not yet.
May. Alfie Mays.
Alfie Mays,
yeah. It's coming though, Paddy. I think it's coming there. Once they start to gel, they're going to be dangerous.
Yeah. Thank you forever.
Oh,
Blue.
agreed.
Yeah. Thank
Forever
you.
Blue.
Yeah. All right. Here's my score prediction. I want to win. That's my score prediction. We can go around and do that. I don't go any deeper than that, but I want to win.
You need to start going deeper than that.
I don't do
it. You're not even touching the sides on that one.
That's okay. That's your job, Paddy.
Patty. I think that's really deep for me. I have emotional issues, and I just want to stay on the surface. I want to win. I'm kidding. Show me where sorry, but he's probably right. I'll do it afterwards. This one is a little bit touchy for me just because of what's going on. I'm trying to hold my tongue. Predict, Josh.
You have, Josh. You predicted a win.
My prediction is a win. It's right here. Here's my prediction. All right? It's right here. I love you all. Go ahead. Pip Karma, ladies first.
Thank you. What am I saying? My prediction is it's Monday morning. I am trying to do all of the Monday morning pre-work things and still be here, gents. So
someone's multitasking.
Yeah, someone's multitasking in a big way. Yeah. My prediction earlier before Paddy came on was previously I had been happy with a draw. Now I just want to win. That's it. But what I really, really want is a good game.
Yeah.
I really want a good game. Yeah. So that's me. And on that bombshell.
Love you. There she goes. She's out. Awesome. Pat, are you ready for the Rextra time tomorrow?
Yeah. Good. It's great because I don't have to do anything except turn up.
Yeah, you do. I'll be there for you. It'll be fun. Welsh Techie asks if will Dobson change his hairdo so he's not mistaken. No, you can't do it. It's the stash for me. Kai says 2-2, 3-2 Wrexham if we're on fire. And Mary says 2-0 on a 20 on that. There you go, for sure. 2-1 Birmingham. And says Dan Moore. And yes, I want a great game too, says Kelly. All right, great. And one here from David. I watched highlights of all their matches earlier today. They bought their recent most record after he scored against a couple of matches against Stay Safe. Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Oh, what happened?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's Paddy touching buttons. Wasn't Josh or I?
I didn't do it.
Wasn't me.
Yeah. In for it. Ken, so I know we'll talk, but for everyone out there, we'll get on early tomorrow. It's a big game. Let's get on early. And be fun. We'll probably be on about 45 minutes early. And Matt, I was talking about ass hats. Jesus Christ. All right. I love it. And David says, I think our most likely goal scorer will be 1-0. Possible McLean.
No.
Someone's got strong feelings.
Oh, sorry. If you sneak a 1-0. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I thought you were saying we were likely to end up 1-0. And I'm like, no, not a hope.
I'm up for it tomorrow. I'll do my talking afterwards. What we're doing our talking out the pitch. All right, let's get everyone out of here. Patty, see you in the morning. We'll get it rock and rolling.
So do you want a sneak peek?
Yeah, go ahead. I think he already did it. There you go.
Boom.
There you go. Patty's doing stuff.
I am working on my new Wrexham Stadium video.
Yeah. There you go. Deep dive.
Yep.
You heard it here first.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
On that bombshell.
Oh, there's
There
Dad.
we go. Yep. Up and
yeah.
away.
Up and away. One more coming out. One more's coming out. Who's that, Mom? Who's that?
No one's coming out. No one.
Oh, it's okay. No. Okay. Good to see you, brother. Awesome.
Yeah, you too, mate. Yeah, and I've got a good show to watch by the looks of it. Hour and 30. So I'm excited.
What happened? Aaron, what?
Hour and 30. The show. Hour 35.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, God,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make a wine.
Make one. Well, look, I cannot wait till tomorrow. I know. It's going to be an absolute banger, I reckon. And I really, 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 really want to win. And I'll leave it at that, on that bombshell.
I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. All right. They left me by myself. Why would they do that? I guess they had to. All right. On that bombshell. Awesome. Good show. Keep it up, guys. No, absolutely. It was a fun one. Big game energy tomorrow. Just come in, just have it. Let's get after it. Excited. Again, I always say play the game at the occasion. We'll enjoy the occasion because we're supporters and fans, which is great. I love you all. Thanks for all for coming in. It's been an interesting day, but let's go have a great game tomorrow. Fun stuff. Thanks for everyone for coming on. All the new faces. Nathan, good to see Nikki D in the house. Drew and his daughter came on to say she wants a 2-0 win, even though I think she said she was 2, but I think she said we're going to win 2-0. So let's go with that. Let's go with Drew's daughter says 2-0. That's the win. So Big E's in the house, says excited for tomorrow. And like, subscribe, and share. And big one, Welsh Techie, absolute legend. Thank you very much. Those of you that got the new memberships, that's awesome. And he is a new member himself. And he gifted 10 out there to everybody. So thank you. And that means everything, as you know, to myself and everyone that contributes, Ken and Patty and Aaron and everyone that comes on. So thank you. All goes back into the show. And Patty, and Kelly, thanks for being the smart one. I'll take that one to the bank any day of the week. I will have that. I'm going to leave that up there for sure. So on that bombshell, I will see you all.